had some slam-bam games. It's the Red Sox and the Yankees from New York. None other than Josh Beckett, the great skills on the mound. He'll get ready to go. Major League Baseball and 2K Sports. Gary Thorne, John Crockett, Steve Phillips. Starting pitcher, Michael Pineda. Steve, we'll be watching how he approaches this Boston lineup.
They got a pretty good right-hander on the mound in this one, but facing this amazing offensive team. So he's got his work cut out for him a little bit, which means he really needs to work ahead in the count. If he falls behind, this is a lineup that can make him pay. He's going to have to be on top of his game to come away with a W.
This is how the Red Sox are lining up. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Yeah, keep an eye on Kevin Youkilis. He's so patient at the plate. Billy Beane called him the Greek god of walks. He takes more pitches than just about anyone in baseball. He sees pitches and not only helps him hit, but also helps the guy in the lineup behind him know what the pitcher's going to throw every time they come up.
First pitch of the game will be to Jacoby Ellsbury.
Boston Red Sox center fielder, number 2, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Over his career, going .291 off the Yankees. Strike 2 with Michael Pineda on the mound. He can waste a couple now if he wants to.
There's 2 quick strikes. Now he's ahead 0-2. Let's see if he goes out of the zone to see if he can get the hitter to chase.
And that one outside. Ellsbury stays away.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
Good eye there. Jacoby Ellsbury lays off it to even the count. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Ellsbury.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
Here's a look at how the Yankees will match up defensively. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Well, big guys don't get a lot of credit for their defense, but trust me on this, Mark Teixeira might be the best fielding first baseman in all of baseball. Great hands, great at picking balls out of the dirt, and when you can help your fellow infielders with your ability to pick balls, you become a favorite to your teammates.
Crawford swings and misses. Strike 1.
Well, obviously, when you talk about rivalries, this Red Sox-Yankees rivalry is one of the best, not only in baseball, but in all of sports. And it is about the bragging rights. The Red Sox win the series in 2011. However, the Yankees go to the playoffs.
Pineda with the delivery. Crawford will lay off a low pitch. And certainly the Red Sox are going to take a little solace in beating the Yankees in the season series as a result of the Yankees moving on, Steve.
But it is the most lopsided season series numbers going back to 2001. I mean, each of the prior 3 seasons, they had squared out 9 wins, 9 losses each.
Crawford will foul that one away. And Pineda now with the count 1-2. Taken by Crawford inside.
A front door 2-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner though.
And he can't make contact on that. Crawford up empty on the swing.
Well, 2 strikes on the hitter, and he came inside. He just couldn't catch up quickly enough to it. He must have been thinking away.
So with 2 down, it'll be Dustin Pedroia. Career numbers a .317 average off the Yankees. And it's 0-1. Pineda gets him looking on that one. And Dustin Pedroia watches that one go by. The count is even. He deals. And that's taken outside for a ball 2, 1 strike count. And it goes foul. Two pitch. Swung on, hit. Now with 2 down, they've got a man on board.
First baseman.
Well, even though there's 2 outs, you never want to think you're out of an inning. And this guy came up there and hit this ball hard somewhere. He gets on base with that solid hit, and who knows what can happen after that.
And it's Adrian Gonzalez. Career number 195 off the Yankees.
And it just seems like there's always that one team that you struggle against, and this happens to be the team for him.
Here's the pitch. First pitch is a changeup, looked at 0-1.
But Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Strike 2. Gonzalez. He's got to be careful here.
Well, he's in trouble right here, Gary, and he knows it. He knows he gets a little overly aggressive on the 0-2 pitch. Let's see how good a pitch they give him.
Big swing and a miss for Adrian Gonzalez. Strike him out. Michael Pineda. Some nice pitching. He's taking care of business all by himself as he strikes out the side. And the Yankees getting ready to start this one off.
For the New York Yankees.
And Derek Jeter.
Number 2.
He'll get things started here in the home half of the first. First pitch on the way. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. Sweeney with the catch.
For the New York Yankees.
That's one away.
Center fielder.
I thought this had a chance of going out of the park when it came off the bat, but it just died out there, allowing the right fielder to be able to get to the wall and make the play.
And here's Curtis Granderson.
Like most years, the Yankees entered 2011 as an odds-on favorite to win the pennant. They played like it during the regular season, racking up the best record in the American League.
There's a ground ball. That's foul. And that great season the Yankees had made the postseason disappointment even more so. You got Cano, Teixeira, Granderson, and 3 of the top 4 RBI men in the AL, John.
Yeah, and they fell short in the first round of the playoffs. Despite outscoring Detroit 28-17 in the series, the Tigers clawed out some very close games and won the series in 5. It was a hard loss for the Yanks to swallow.
Beckett too far outside with that one. That's a ball. One-two pitch coming. Swing and a drive deep left center. Crawford's there as he gets to it for the out. Now here's the lineup in the books for Joe Girardi. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, the newest member of the 3,000 hit club, Derek Jeter. Look, he's not what he used to be. He's still going to hit for a high average. He's not going to hit the ball of the ballpark as consistently as he has when he was a younger player. But there's one thing that doesn't leave Derek Jeter. That's that clutch gene. He's got it.
Here's a look at how the Red Sox will line up defensively. So, John, any individual stand out?
Well, you look at hitting production and you see Adrian Gonzalez is one of the tops in all of baseball, but he's one of the best fielders too at his position. A great thrower of the baseball for first baseman. You don't think that's important? But watch how many double plays he can turn with grounders hit to him with the runner on first.
Cano's going to foul it away. Here's the 0-1 from Beckett. And with 2 strikes on him, Cano, a good contact hitter, will just look to put it in play.
He has that little running action on that two-seam fastball that busts in on the hands of the hitter. It's a tough pitch. Now they have a chance to go to the outer part of the plate.
And Robinson Cano will go down swinging. That is strike 3. And so Josh Beckett gets him 1-2-3. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And the Red Sox coming up next.
For the Boston Red Sox.
And it is overcast. Not unusual here in New York. This is the new Yankee Stadium. Very much like the old one. No protection from the elements. No air conditioning either. In fact, we get a little snow here. Hope it comes in the way of snow cones, Steve. That one's high. Pineda doesn't fool him.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
The pitch. Ortiz makes contact. That'll be fouled off. And Pineda's pitch is too low. That will be taken for a ball. Ground ball. Ortiz. Jeter plays that one. And Ortiz retired.
Third baseman, number 20, Kevin Youkilis.
1 down. Here's Kevin Youkilis.
What a roller coaster season it was for the Red Sox in 2011. A horrible start. Then they put it together. They explode over the summer, only to collapse in the month of September and finish a game out of the playoffs.
And Pineda misses outside. It is taken for a ball. And following up on that Red Sox demise, 9-game lead over Tampa, 25 to go, Steve. Oof, how did that happen?
I mean, it's the biggest lead ever blown by a team in the month of September. What looked like was going to be a championship season ended up in turmoil and a complete house cleaning.
Called strike on the outside corner to 21.
Well, Kevin Youkilis moved over to third base to accommodate the trade that sent Adrian Gonzalez from San Diego to Boston. Great guy to have on your team at either corner.
That's it, foul by Youkilis. For a while in the previous season, Youkilis looked like he might be the MVP with injuries Red Sox players had. He was the one carrying the club for a while.
Well, he has that ability to carry the club offensively. He never gives up at a bat. Very gritty guy. With Adrian Gonzalez at first base, you have to move Youkilis over to third, and he's a solid defender there as well. That's a pretty fast pitch right there, and hard to get that much break on it.
It's going to be Sweeney. Second lifetime AB, looking to go 1 for 2 with a hit off Pineda. Here's the pitch. Got the bat on that. Granderson's there. Swisher's there. That's caught. Side is retired. And a quick inning for Michael Pineda. Good start for him. We'll go to the bottom of the second.
For the New York Yankees.
And it's Mark Teixeira now. He'll lead it off.
25, Mark Teixeira.
That one is fouled off by Teixeira. Now Josh Beckett. He'll have something to work with here. 0-2.
Well, that's what you like to see. Power going against power. That two-seamer with great movement and the batter swinging for the fences. The pitcher won this battle.
There's a ground ball. That one goes foul. Change up. Thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Well, he fooled him right there with that pitch, but give the hitter credit to lay off of that changeup inside.
The 1-2 pitch. shot towards the hole, and Gonzalez picks it up. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now, great work by the pitcher there. He normally not called upon to play first base. He does a nice job completing the task and getting the out.
And Alex Rodriguez is at the plate and is one down.
Well, Alex Rodriguez missed a lot of games last year, and the big issue you have now at this point in his career is, can he play enough games? He's starting to miss a lot of time with these multiple injuries.
It's hit foul by Rodriguez. With the injuries piling up, as we talked about with A-Rod, is it time for him to DH?
I think that's a legitimate question as his body starts to deteriorate. Because when he's healthy, you know that he can hit, he can drive the ball and drive in runs, be a major factor in the lineup. They just need to get him on the field.
Beckett too far outside with that one. That's a ball. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, line to right field. Two down.
For the New York Yankees, right fielder, number 33, Nick Swisher.
Here's Nick Swisher with 2 down. For his career, 227 off Josh Beckett.
And sometimes you just don't pick up the ball out of a pitcher's hand, and this righty is one of those guys for this batter.
Strike one to Swisher.
Well, now that he's in the hole and behind, I suspect we're going to see a heater coming in there.
Here's the delivery. And it's 0-2. Swisher. Contact time.
Tough spot for the hitter right here. Down 0-2. You got to foul off that tough pitch if you have to.
Strike 3 swung on and missed. Nick Swisher, no luck. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Nothing doing for either side offensively here in New York.
For the Boston Red Sox,
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. He'll have his first look at the game. And Martin's calling for the pitch. There's a swing, line drive, center field. That'll put Saltalamacchia on first.
At the plate.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
Punto at the plate. Line towards third and foul. No luck that time for Pineda as he misses inside. Mixing your pitch types, key to performance like the one we're seeing today on the mound. Here's a look at what he's been doing.
Well, he's worked so hard at keeping hitters off bounds, and the way you do that, you don't get stuck in the same repertoire.
Well, that's right, John. He's got a great assortment of pitches, and he's using them all effectively, throwing any pitch at any time in the count, not overusing any one pitch.
Now the 2-1. That's by him for a strike. 2-2 now.
Well, if you can ever read a slider coming out of a pitcher's hand, sometimes what happens is you're more focused on what the ball's going to do as far as the break goes than you are with timing the swing, and you hesitate for that split second, and it gets in on you, and you swing late. That's what happened here.
Oh, he's trying to steal second. That's foul back behind the plate. 3-2 on the way. Line drive left of the bag and foul.
Well, the longer you get in that bat, the harder it is to focus. Most guys don't see this many pitches, so they're not used to it. But give the hitter and the pitcher credit. They're both battling.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground towards second. And he scoops it up. The second, there's one. Not in time to Teixeira. They're only going to get one on that.
They get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten two right there.
Jacoby Ellsbury here, runner on at first base.
2010 had to be a difficult year for Jacoby Ellsbury. Only 18 games, tried to come off the DL, battling back from that rib injury. Just never got anything going, had to miss most of the entire season.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch. And it's 0-1. Pineda gets him looking on that one. Well, certainly for Ellsbury, John, that year he missed, it sure looks like now he tried to come back too soon from those cracked ribs and just wasn't ready.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. It's coming back from an injury. You better make sure you're 100% or else it's just going to be a difficult year. But I tell you what, once those things got healed, 2011, he was fantastic.
And that one gets popped way up behind the plate. And at first that one was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away. Pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss. Strike three on Ellsbury.
Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with two strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
Carl Crawford gets to swing now with two away.
Well, they knew Pineda could match up well with this team, but he has gone above and beyond.
Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a breakdown of how he's been mixing up his locations, using that to his advantage.
You know, we've seen him move the ball around effectively in the strike zone. That unpredictability is keeping the hitters off balance.
And no doubt, Steve, he's got inside, outside, high and low. This is the kind of game he wanted to come and pitch today.
And starts him out here. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike one.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Contact time for Carl Crawford. And he can't make contact on that. Carl Crawford up empty on the swing. So Michael Pineda gets another strong inning under his belt. He has a shutout through 3 innings of work. And the Yankees, it'll be their turn coming up. And here's Andrew Jones.
You know, they're losing a little bit in the defensive department with this change. It may be geared more toward offense. It's just odd to make this move right now.
Bottom of the 3rd inning and a 1-0 count.
Well, you want to start this pitch outside. The curveball is better when it's away from the hitter to break out of the zone, but it never had a chance of being a strike.
Beckett too far outside with that one. That's a ball. This one's grounded foul wide of first. Two 2-1 pitch. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. That's one away.
The New York Yankees.
Well, nicely done there. Ranges to his right over to second base, able to plant and throw and get the run.
So with one down, it'll be Russell Martin.
Well, Josh Beckett's inconsistency seems to have plagued his career. He has a good year, bad year, good year, bad year. 2011, a great one for him.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one to Ellsbury. Able to glide over. Not much of a problem on that one. And for Beckett, indeed, it was the on-off. 2010 ERA was 5+. And then last year, 5th in the American League with a 2.83. Kind of amazing.
Well, he is up and down, and they need him to become that consistent clutch pitcher that we've seen in the postseason in the past. Conditioning, focus, concentration, effort to be critical to success in the future.
The pitch. That's high and away for a strike on 1.
I tell you, this guy's cutter is absolutely amazing. It's got such late break and late movement that it just runs right in on the hitter and just eats him up.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And Sweeney puts that away to retire the side. Well, that was a quick inning right there. 7 pitches. Nothing doing for either side offensively here in New York.
Coming to bat for the Boston.
The little guy, Dustin Pedroia, I tell you what, he loves these kind of situations. When you say he can't, he says he can.
Take a look at this first pitch delivered and see how he's doing.
He's got to go right at the hitters, and when he does, it leads to success. He's retired 7 hitters in this game after throwing a first pitch strike.
Oh! Pineda sends the 0-1 pitch. Oh! And Dustin Pedroia watches that one go by. The count is even.
Well, they've got a couple of hits here, and we're into the 4th inning, so maybe they're starting to get something going. And the second time through the lineup, maybe they'll try to figure something out, Gary.
A fly ball. And that one is in there. His second hit today. He's going to try to stretch it. So with nobody out, they get a runner at third.
First baseman, number 28, Adrian Gonzalez.
Well, this is the way you want to kick off an inning right here. He hits the ball right out of the box. He's thinking triple, and that's what he gets.
And Adrian Gonzalez up. He's gone 2 for 3 lifetime off Pineda. And he starts him out. Hit up the middle. It's through. The runner's going to come home.
Now coming to bat.
We talk about a late inning ball club. They needed a big hit late in the game, in the final inning, and they got it. Clutch hitting, clutch performance. What a team.
It's going to be Ortiz. This offense is taking some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
Look, you can't always get on the board early, and sometimes you have to play from behind, but when you do get an early lead and the offense is starting to get things going, it just feels like a positive day.
And the first pitch. And it's 0-1. Pineda gets him looking on that one. But we certainly are seeing some offensive production coming early, and a key bit of it at this point in a ball game, it's a chance maybe to put it away early.
Well, they want to continue that offensive momentum, and it takes pressure off the pitcher to allow him to be aggressive, and he has some margin for error.
And it's a called strike to Ortiz.
The pitcher's got him right where he wants him now. Up ahead, 0-2. He can waste a pitch if he wants to.
And he strikes him out. He catches Ortiz flat-footed.
Well, he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes. Sit down.
Now Kevin Youkilis batting with a runner on first. Here we go with a little breakdown on the types of pitches that he's throwing on the mound that are turning into hits.
Well, that two-seamer has been hit 2 times.
And sure, that pitch has been hit twice, but he's been solid here, keeping more than a couple runs off the board. Definitely a strong outing for him.
Pineda with a delivery. Fastball just misses. 1-0. And he was struck out swinging earlier in his first at bat of the game against Pineda.
Well, listen, I've got to be thinking right now on the mound that he's going to have a hard time picking up that two-seam fastball and give him another look at it.
Well, it's been a very successful strikeout pitch for him, Steve. Definitely. 2 other batters have also been put away with it.
Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. 3 strikes on Kevin Youkilis, and he's gone.
Check out the movement on this on KK. Clocks in at 85 miles per hour.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
It's going to be Sweeney. Career number 195 off the Yankees. Gonzalez leading off first. And here's the first one. Strike one. Sweeney taking the called strike. Here we go with a breakdown of pitches that are outside the strike zone. We can see if he's getting the hitters to chase those pitches.
Well, he's been very effective today, and you look.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And it drops the base hit. Here's a great chance for Boston.
He gets a letter high pitch, a good pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it. Nice job.
Hitting from behind is not an easy thing to do in this game, but a little easier when the pitch is up there.
You throw it over the plate like that, it's going to cost you.
And in the batter's box, Shopik. And it's 0-1. Pineda gets him looking on that one. Here it comes. Started to go around. That pitch is in there anyway. 0-2. On the way. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. They push across the game's first run in the 4th. Boston's out in front 1-0. The top of the order is due up next.
Coming to bat for the New York
A
Yankees.
crisp day here at the ball yard. Temperatures might be dropping a bit later on towards the evening. And it's Derek Jeter in the box now. Ball. That's in the dirt. He traps it. Now Shopik sets up. Swinging a drive, deep left center. Crawford's there, and he gets over to take care of it.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense. Curtis Granderson has that look in his eyes. He wants to deliver for his team. That's why they respect him so much, and why they like him up in these kind of situations.
The career batting average for him, .242 against Josh Beckett. Oh! Granderson, he'll foul it away. Smash towards the middle. Base hit, gets it down. That's our first hit of the game for these guys. That will bring out Robinson Cano.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with one out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position.
Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
Well, guys, I mean, that changeup is the pitch we've seen him throw quite a bit here today. But to me, he's thrown it a little bit too much.
Now, guys, the other thing I'm noticing, and maybe this is intentional, but he hasn't gone to the four-seam fastball nearly as much as he typically does. I'd like to see him throw that a little bit more. Be aggressive. Try to get some velocity in there.
Now the first pitch. And Beckett no luck with that pitch up the ladder. 0 for 1 so far. Could change that if he can get a hit off Beckett.
Last time he just flailed at that big 12-6 curveball. Couldn't make contact on it for strike 3. You've got to believe he's going to see it with 2 strikes in this at-bat.
That's one out. And the double play. They got them both.
A tough loss here for this crowd today. But, boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
It's time now to recognize our player of the game. What a game on the mound, Josh Beckett.
Well, any starting pitcher will tell you that the last thing he wants to ever have to do is to turn the game over to the bullpen. They like to finish what they start, and that's exactly what he did today. He had all his pitches working, and he had complete command of the strike zone out there. He kept his lineup in check the entire game and finished it strong.
Well, you win, whether it's 1 or 10. This was the slimmest of margins, though.
Well, this one had the makings right from the start of a close one, and you knew whoever got on the board had a legitimate chance to win it.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. For John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu.